Okay, so let me try that again because I don't want to say oskay.
Oskay.
So continuing along in our 2020 year of review, we discussed the year of the virus, and that took up pretty much a whole podcast, right? So we are now going to move in. What else happened in 2020 that was of significance? And I'm going to call this the year of the predators as well.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about predators that eat people. We're talking about predators who prey on men's lusts. How about that?
There you go.
I thought you were talking about the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Oh, yeah, the year of the Predator.
The Predator.
Yeah, no, that was a long time ago. That wasn't 2020. That was back in the 80s. I remember that stuff. Okay, so no, what we had was, just to name a couple, though, there were so many names that went around these couple, but Harvey Weinstein, Hollywood producer. According to my notes, February 24th, he was convicted of raping an aspiring actress. We know that it led to the hashtag Me Too movement, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And a lot of
sadly hurt women more than anything.
Yeah, it usually does. Yeah, it usually does.
Yeah.
But at the very least, some Hollywood people, you know how hypocritical they all are.
Mm-hmm. Well,
filming movies where they get naked and then wondering why they've got producers that are,
Amen.
but it's for art. It ain't
regardless,
for art. Are you kidding
regardless
me?
of whether somebody gets naked or not is certainly not a justification for
didn't say it
assault.
was.
I know that, but I know that it will be taken out of
it's kind of like
context.
Right. Yeah, right.
So
let's not take it out of context.
In there.
Well, it would be like, to me, it's like the most rabid Hollywood anti-Second Amendment people who do nothing but action movies and have guns throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to that, to continually to sexualize women,
exactly.
Not just women. I mean, men too, but to continue to sexualize women and then, and then act in that manner.
By
and
the
then
way,
condemn it.
when I took a recent gun safety course, you were in it.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who did the safety, I'll leave his name out. He mentioned that he is the prison guard over Harvey Weinstein.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And without getting, because this is the Bible Believers podcast, all the man does,
He's filthy.
he sits in a wheelchair
Oh, that's right.
and pleasures himself.
Come on. Are you serious?
That's what he does. That's what the guard told us. That's what he does all day long.
Wow.
Sits in his wheelchair and,
Come on.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, if that was his drug and he had access to it all the time, then he's just, he's got to feed himself somehow.
He's a fiend.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Right. So you're right, a disgusting pervert.
He got convicted, though, not to confuse. I mean, he got convicted in like 2017 or 18.
No.
Wasn't it? It wasn't 2020, I don't believe.
Yeah.
He's in prison in 2020.
Well, because the Me Too
So the
movement, that
conviction-
was like
The Me Too
3 or
movement's
4
been going
years
on for a
ago.
while.
Yeah, his whole situation did, but he
yeah.
didn't get convicted until 2020.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Because he committed the
He was
crimes.
incarcerated, but he
Okay.
got convicted
Okay. All right.
in 2020. That's my understanding of it.
Yeah, no,
unless the New York Post is wrong.
No.
I don't think they are.
Because I remember the Me Too movement because there was this actress who actually married or was dating this very famous chef. And this chef took his own life because he wrote a book that was very explicit with some things that go on in the hospitality industry. And then this girlfriend came out and she's like, well, I was raped by so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And this ugly mess happened. That was like 2018.
Yeah.
But I remember the Grammy Awards, Me Too movement, all of that.
And the
stuff was
Me
all
Too
over the
movement
place.
really, I think, hurt
How so?
real victims of sexual abuse.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it was so abused, for a lack of a better term. Because then everybody, it became a joke. Like guys at work would go, yeah, I don't want to get Me Too'd from, just being in the same room with a woman, because there were plenty of, false rape stories or things that people claimed were an assault that really aren't, and I don't have all the information in front of me.
Well,
but,
you're right. I mean, hashtag women lie.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That's not that you can't believe all women because women lie.
Yeah.
So
Men
we
and
need
women lie.
evidence.
Yeah.
Hear them,
Yeah, absolutely.
weigh out the evidence, and that's that.
What people don't realize too is that, okay, so if a woman comes forward with an accusation or a man, the family should believe and support them. Law enforcement should look at the facts.
Well, they have to, according to the Constitution.
Yeah, the
right?
law enforcement needs to look at the facts, and and as far as the court of public opinion, we need to look at the facts. Okay, I understand from a familial standpoint that hey, as a father, as a husband, as a brother, I'm going to believe my loved one who makes that claim.
And you'd be really surprised, and I think very disappointed if you came to find out they lied.
Right.
They played us.
But people,
even, you know.
But people take that and they apply it to politics and the court of law and law enforcement and think that that's how they're supposed to be, that the detective is automatically supposed to believe you. No, the detective's job is to get all of the facts, to hear your story multiple times and to get all of the facts in there and get any witnesses they can because they want to build a strong case.
Right.
Yeah, there was a woman in the UK that just got busted. She shaved her hair and everything. Said that she had cancer. They had a whole GoFundMe or what have you, and she never had cancer. She used it to fund her wedding, her dream wedding.
Oh my goodness!
Well, I mean, there's
imagine just being friends with this person, going.
Yeah, at their wedding.
Right. Well, no, I mean, I supported you. I gave you $1,000, what have you, for what? You played me.
Yeah. And there's been plenty of false allegations over there. You look at that mattress girl that was running around a while ago, find out that's a false accusation. And then
I don't even know what that is.
Duke University.
There was a girl. Just say mattress girl.
There was a girl on university campuses or whatever walking around carrying a mattress and claiming to have been raped, and found out that was a false accusation.
Oh, wow.
And then you've got Duke University, the soccer players, I believe it was,
that I think I heard.
Yeah, I recall
that turned out to be false accusations. There's been plenty of false accusations.
Well, that was the one with Duke University was just a woman that was slighted, right? Because someone didn't like her or something.
I don't remember everything about it. I just know that she accused multiple men. It turned out to be false accusations.
Let's move on to another predator that was in here. Am I saying this right? Ghislaine? Is that how you say it? Ghislaine Maxwell?
I think so.
She's Epstein's...
No, it's only men who are predators.
Yeah, right.
No, this woman was a predator. She was arrested July 2nd of 2020 for working... she's not convicted yet. See, she was arrested. Weinstein was convicted this year.
That's true.
But he was arrested before.
And then he got suicided by the Clintons?
No. Maybe. Well, yeah.
I'm not stating that as fact. That's just...
opinion.
I think that's the opinion of a lot of people.
Yeah.
That the Clintons got to him. But Ghislaine Maxwell, she was arrested July 2nd, 2020. She worked with Brian Epstein in child sex trafficking.
Jeffrey Epstein.
What did I say?
It says Brian. He was actually the manager of the
Brian
Beatles.
Epstein. That's why, because I had the Beatles in the back of my head.
I know that
Brian
name.
Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein. That's hysterical. Yeah, Brian Epstein is dead.
Yeah.
And he has been for a lot of years.
Long time, yeah.
Yeah, different man. Jeffrey Epstein, right. With child sex trafficking, and there's just so many names associated with this.
Oh, my goodness.
Which, by the way, when you look it up, the first name they put on there is Donald Trump.
Oh, of course.
Even though all they have is a picture that he took with Epstein once in the 90s.
Yeah.
But they don't have anything of him being on Epstein Island.
What's the name of Trump's resort in Florida?
Well, yeah, they're neighbors.
It's not Mar-a-Lago, is it? Is it Mar-a-Lago Resort?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I think it's Mar-a-Lago. I hope it's Mar-a-Lago. See, we don't intentionally misinform you.
But
yeah, I don't know.
Did wrong.
I believe it's Mar-a-Lago, but
I don't know.
I'll preface it by saying I'm not sure. Trump kicked Jeffrey out of his resort because he was hitting on a 14-year-old girl, I think. Something like that.
I didn't hear about that.
And
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, no, you wouldn't hear it on Google or MSNBC.
I don't. I duck, go everything. What are you talking about?
I got to try that.
Yeah. But no, absolutely. I mean, it's ridiculous. Trump had, listen, if you're a billionaire and then a multimillionaire, chances are your path's going to cross. You all living in New York City.
Right.
That's going to happen.
Well, he managed people's money.
I guarantee that I've got a picture of me with some sort of criminal from my past.
Yeah.
Someone that ended up in jail, then go, oh,
Sure,
look
right,
at Pastor Seth used to hang out with this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he was a part of the gang. No, I wasn't. I think
Trump
in a
claimed
picture with somebody.
The only thing that is weird, I think, is Trump claimed to not know him, but he did actually know him.
Oh, he did business with him.
Yeah, so that was kind of weird. But
that's no good.
I don't think Trump was involved with the island. I hope not. If he was, I hope he's, I hope they find out and he's guilty.
Absolutely.
But here's my thing. Everybody's so anti-Trump. If there was anything on him, it would be out.
Right.
They can't because they were all there. The ones that want to.
That's a good point, because if he was a part of it, anyone else that was a part of it, they can't bring it up.
They can't, because then you're opening up that can of worms for a long
for sure.
time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
anyhow, well, we know Bill Clinton was there. There's pictures of him with that Shantae Davies, the underage masseuse. We know that Ghislaine is a friend of the Clintons. She was actually, I just saw a picture of her head's all sticking out as she's watching Chelsea Clinton go down the aisle for her wedding. So she is a family friend, enough to get invited to the wedding of the daughter.
Ghislaine.
What's that?
I think it's Ghislaine.
Ghislaine?
Ghislaine,
whatever. She's
French.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I don't like her either way. Hollywood people and business people associated with Epstein and Ghislaine. What is it?
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine.
Oh, yeah. I do not speak French.
Interesting group of people.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read them.
Chris Tucker.
That's disappointing.
Why?
Because you like his comedy, Joe.
Really?
I'm calling you out.
Right. What do you care about Chris Tucker?
Nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
I knew he was going to say
Do
something.
you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It's just because of that line.
Yeah, but he didn't deliver that.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yeah. Jackie Chan was saying, do you understand the words? I don't know if I'm allowed to mimic his accent.
Is this how we're
or not.
starting off 2021?
Yeah, this is brutal.
Go ahead, read the names, please.
Yeah, Chris Tucker, whom I don't like, by the way.
I'm not saying I like him.
I don't know. I don't know him. But
I don't know him personally.
I am not a big fan of Hollywood actors and actresses.
Amen.
Elon Musk.
Yes.
Mick Jagger.
Yep.
Kevin Spacey, who's Spacey is William Shatner.
Yeah.
Oh, and Spacey was accused too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not just being tied to
Well, he even got blackballed out of Hollywood.
Yes. Yep.
Well, and Prince Andrew is a big one.
I was going to say.
Wait a minute. Is this a list of people who've been accused or people who have ties to
Epstein?
Okay. Because what I meant was Kevin
Spacey
on the
plane, right? And there are
had
more.
A separate accusation from a male victim.
But it's like the Harvey Weinstein. The point that I'm trying to make is all these people in Hollywood hanging out with Weinstein, knowing what he is, but as long as he could get them something, they still hung out with him.
Yeah.
Right.
Same with Epstein.
Well, it's just.
What are you doing there? Come on, don't tell me you don't know. Right. It's kind of like the whole Corey Feldman thing. All those actors that knew what was going on. Don't tell me you didn't know. You knew, and you kept your mouth shut.
Yeah, because they're worried about their own careers.
Right.
Yep. Money talks.
Or they're involved. It's either
they're involved.
Right. Either I'm involved.
Yeah.
Or I'm roundabout involved because I'm there, even though I didn't partake in that, and I got to kind of turn my eye because this is the place to be, and these are the people to be around.
Yeah, I'm making money.
It's kind of smart on, not to glorify the guy, but it's kind of smart on his part. The
Epstein?
bigger and more powerful people you invite out there, whether they took part or not, if you can get them out there,
yep,
and the implication is there, then
he's got
the more ammo you have to keep lips silent for what is going on, because nobody wants to be acquainted with what's going on out there.
Right.
There's got to be a lockbox somewhere with a bunch of Polaroids of everybody who's been there.
Well, I'm thinking, are the Clintons the big umbrella over it all?
Hey, listen, you got a picture. You had a painting done up of Bill in drag in Epstein's apartment.
That's just weird.
And he was there 28 times, 30 times. There's a number on that documentary, right?
He was one of the big ones.
Yeah, it was like 28 times
to the island.
To that island.
Not just flying the plane.
And
to the
island. The underage masseuses, or masseuse.
Yeah.
So
I thought she said there was nothing happened between them. I thought she just gave him a massage.
I I don't think so. I know the
Did they
cleaner,
say
if I
that there
remember
was something
correctly, the cleaner, the janitor of the island, saw, I believe it was Clinton, and the guys that were working with him said, "Hey, don't you have a daughter that's 15 years old?" And
Yeah.
he just got convicted, and he's like, "I'm quitting. I can't work
I think
here."
we're confusing two different women, though.
Well, right. And, let's also say that, I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to, but I know he's very much associated with, and we know
Absolutely.
Bill. I mean, we know his history.
I mean, he made it to the White House. Like, the whole Monica Lewinsky thing.
Exactly.
Come on, that was the tip of the iceberg.
I mean, right. Yeah. Exactly. So, anyhow, the year of the predator. What are the spiritual implications of such a thing? Let's go to Revelation chapter 18 and look at verses 11, 12, and 13. Pastor Joe, you want to read those?
Verse 11 says, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore."
This being Babylon and the stock market associated with it,
Right.
which I still contend is New York, but go ahead.
No, it's good. "The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all fine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble." And it goes on with...
Yeah, all these things they're trading.
Yeah, and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
How about that?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
So you've got, this is the last day's stock market. And I don't know if it's a black market. I don't know if it's legitimate. I mean, who knows with these bigwigs? There might be an underbelly to the stock market of things that get traded that aren't necessarily commodities in the sense that I can make or lose money off of them.
I agree
but
with you.
things that I purchase and sell that we're not supposed to do, but you know about it, and you know about it, and I know about it, and we got the money. We'll cover it up.
I agree with you 100%. To me, because look, it's nothing that hits the books, right? Like buying something for somebody. There's no documentation of, I bought this for so-and-so. I bought this jetliner for them. Or so. It's something like that. I believe that too. But
Right.